everyone, I'm Laura.
And I'm Jessica.
We're two moms from Colorado doing the best we can not to mess up our kids too badly or rip out too much of our hair. We started this podcast back in 2018 as a way to get together and just talk about being moms, venting and sharing funny stories.
We try really hard not to be preachy or give out advice. We just want to talk. However, we don't mind sharing your advice and we love sharing your stories. So send those emails to theparentmemoirs@yahoo.com.
Now that you have a lay of the land, let the madness begin. Love your faces.
Keep it sane.
What?
It's time for the Parent Memoirs.
So let's talk about this preparing a people cult thing. Yeah. This is a doomsday group that believes that the end of times is coming.
Right.
And they are preparing people for the end. Now, Lori, I don't know if preparing a people believes this, but Lori believes that the world is going to end on July 22nd of this year.
Okay.
I would pay so much goddamn money to be in her jail cell when the clock strikes midnight on July 23rd.
Yeah.
I would probably give up my whole 401k
Yep.
just to see the look on that bitch's face when that little fucking smile that she's had in court looking all fucking cocky and you just want to slap that fucking lipstick right off her.
Right.
Oh, God. Now, in December of 2018, Vallow and Daybell appeared together on a Preparing a People podcast called Time to Warrior Up. Now, obviously, since this whole thing, the group has tried to distance themselves from these two assholes.
Right.
You know, why?
I know.
I can't imagine. So, Lori had participated in these podcasts, and over time, reports have contained further details about their private beliefs. Allegedly, Lori believes she is, quote, an immortal who in a previous life was married to the Book of Mormon prophet Moroni.
She's immortal. Okay.
Now, allegedly, Chad thinks he can reveal individuals' past lives, whether they were good or, quote, dark in these incarnations. Both could reportedly reveal whether individuals were part of the 144,000, a significant body of the last day believers mentioned in the book of Revelations. So, Do you know what the 144,000 is?
No.
Okay. So what it is in the book of Revelations, there are the original 12 tribes of Israel, and there were 12,000 people in each of the 12 tribes, which is the 144,000.
Okay.
So I believe the belief is that when the end of times comes, only 144,000 people will be brought up to heaven. All right.
Okay. Where do we pre-order?
Huh?
Where do we pre-order our tickets? For
the pre-order our tickets. I was like, wait, what's going on? I know, right?
If they're only 144, I mean, we gotta get to them quick.
Yep.
The most disturbing of the new claims about Chad and Lori is that they were, quote, sealed, ceremonially married to one another before either of their spouses died. Now, this is who Chad said that Lori was in a previous life. He said that she was the prophet Moroni's wife. He said that she was Elena, the daughter of Judas, married to James the Just. And apparently James the Just was, I believe, the brother of Jesus. And he also said that she was somebody named Lania, who was the daughter of Methuselah. And he also told her niece Melanie that she was the niece of Jesus.
Bonkers. That shit crazy.
They're nuts.
Wackadoo.
I need to see James the Just. Go.
I believe James the Just is Jesus's brother.
Brother of the Lord.
Yeah.
Was the brother of Jesus according to the New Testament. He was an early leader of Jerusalem.
These are some important people doing
God,
all kinds of crazy shit.
that's why they're standing there all fucking. That's why she's standing there
Right?
all fucking cocky because she's
Mhm.
like, these people don't know that I am God, but they will find out one day.
Right?
Like, I want to see that fucking smirk wiped out of her face. I know a lot of people feel that way. They're like,
Yeah.
this
I
fucking
believe
bitch.
But there is no way that the Lord would ever tell anybody, go ahead and get rid of your kid. It's
No.
okay.
No.
Yeah.
But
Right?
here's the, well, we'll get there. So here's the timeline of the Charles thing. So by February 2019, Charles Vallow is so freaked out by this whole thing that
Now?
like his marriage is yeah,
Now he?
now he's freaked out. Well, it was all of 2018. I mean, it took a year of like kind of
Yeah.
building up to this.
Yeah.
So, February of 2019, Charles Vallow changes his $1 million life insurance policy to list his sister because he believes JJ will need to live with them and he wants something,
Right.
or
Right.
if he dies, because at this point he's starting to freak out.
Yeah.
Like,
Rightfully so.
yeah.
Right.
So, in February, also Charles files for divorce from Lori.
Okay.
Now, in the document, this has been all over the place. Vallow accuses his wife of becoming, quote, infatuated, at times obsessive about near death experiences and spiritual visions. Now, this is actually what's written in the divorce filing.
Mhm.
Mother, Lori Vallow, has recently become infatuated, at times obsessive about near death experiences and spiritual visions. Mother has told father, Charles Vallow, that she is sealed, eternally married, to the ancient Book of Mormon prophet Moroni, and that she has lived numerous lives on numerous planets prior to this current life. Mother also believes that she was married to James the Just in a past life and also lived as Mary French in the 1800s, who was Joseph Smith Jr.'s natural grandmother. Joseph Smith Jr. is the founder of Mormonism.
Yep. Yep. He's the prophet. That white dude I was talking about in the beginning.
Wow.
So she was the great great grandmother or something of the founder of Mormonism. Mother also informed father that she is a, quote, translated being who cannot taste death, sent by God to lead the 144,000 into the millennium. Translated beings cannot die, cannot reproduce. You've had 2 kids, but okay.
Right.
Do not need food or sleep, and do not feel sorrow of the world. Mother believes that she is receiving spiritual revelations and visions to help her gather and prepare those chosen to live in the New Jerusalem after the Great War as prophesied in the book of Revelations. On January 29, 2019, during a phone conversation between the parties after their physical separation, Mother informed Father that she was a god assigned blah, 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 blah. She was doing all this work, and if he got in her way, she would murder him and claim that she had a, quote, an angel there to help her dispose of the body. Alex, the brother. So this is where she starts fucking with him. She transfers all of the money out of their joint accounts, which
Okay.
are like his business account,
Yeah.
to where he has no way to make payroll.
Oh, shit.
He flies out to Hawaii, I believe, or
And then he's
somewhere,
stuck.
and she cancels his flight back.
Ouch.
So he's stuck.
What an asshole.
She
Wow.
goes to the airport where his truck is and gets it. So when he finally does get home,
He
his
doesn't have a
car is
vehicle.
gone.
He can't even get home.
Like, she starts fucking with him on a level that's hard to describe.
Right.
Sucks.
Just to be a fucking
Douchebag.
bitch. She also disappears for like 2 months. I mean, drops off the face of the planet. Right?
Where are the
Nobody knows where the fuck she went. Left the kids, everything. And everybody's like freaking out because this truly upset JJ's whole world.
Yeah.
Because JJ,
You have to be on a schedule.
right? Because JJ is just like, with autism, like,
You have to be on schedule.
It's got to be
Yep.
consistent.
Yep.
Normal kids, and I don't want
Right.
to say normal, that's a horrible way to say it, but kids without autism need
Yep.
structure
Right.
and
Right.
schedules, let alone a child with autism. Like, come on.
Right.
That's nah. And it like destroyed his world for a
Yeah.
while, and it was tough. And she just showed magically back up. We were like, where you been?
Having a ham and cheese sandwich.
No goddamn clue.
Knitting a
Now,
sweater.
eventually, he was actually notified that somebody tried to create a pin on his life insurance, basically to lock him out of being able to make any changes. So he
Sneaky
lets the
bitch.
insurance company know, like,
Absolutely not.
I did not do this.
Right.
If somebody tries to change it, you let me know because they are not
Right.
me.
Right.
Now on June 29th, now eventually he drops the divorce proceedings because he wants to try to work it out. It's Mormonism. Tess is looking at me like, are you fucking serious?
Right?
Get stuck on an island. You don't know where she is. Your car gets taken. You can't pay your payroll. Let's try to make this work out. Kind of feel like maybe I wasn't working as hard that you
Yeah.
needed me to.
I know. Like I said, this dude is the guy that you're just like, he truly seems like the guy who is just trying
Tried
his
his
best. He's
hardest.
the good guy in this whole story.
Kind of feel like I think he's kind of crossing the line to be a schmuck at this point.
Fair enough.
I
Fair
mean,
enough.
but because he converted to be a Mormon for her.
Absolutely.
So it's not like he was even raised saying, don't get divorced, don't do
But
this,
he was
it's not
raised
appropriate,
Catholic.
which is very strong as well. But I'm sorry, you're getting
This
screwed
is
around with your
crazy.
life insurance and everything. That they're not doing that for shits and giggles.
Right. That would indicate that your life is possibly in
In
danger.
danger.
Why are they worried about you dying?
Right.
Like, seemed a little suspicious.
Or maybe you just got to keep your enemies closer. Maybe that's what maybe that's what he was trying to do.
That is what it is. So on June 29th, Charles Vallow becomes suspicious that Lori's up to no good because there's an email sent from Charles's
Account.
to Chad.
Okay.
Okay. And he never sent it. And it's this glowing, like, suck your cock kind of email. It says, hello, Chad. I hope you're doing well. This is Charles Vallow. We really enjoyed having you stay with us back in November when you came to the Preparing a People conference. I appreciate you taking the time to talk to me about the book I've been working on. Well, more than 6 months later, I still haven't made much progress on it, but I do feel an urgency to get it done. And it just goes on and on and on and asks him to come stay with them. And he even, like, in this email, he even offers to pay. But I will gladly fly you down here early next week before the holiday and cover your expenses. You could stay in our guest room like before, or in a hotel if you prefer. I hate to take you away from your family, but I know this book is vital to my speaking success. Like, all this stuff, and he's like, I didn't fucking send this. Like,
Right. I already know who you are,
right.
and I don't want you in my home.
Exactly. Like, okay. Now, he eventually emails her brother, Adam.
So the
And
nice guy.
yeah, the nice
Okay.
brother.
Right.
And says, open this letter and see what she did. I'm not sure if the relationship with her and Chad Daybell, but they're up to something. She created an email alias for me as I've never set this one up. She sent this yesterday, and I guess she forgot all her emails are on the computer at my house. I asked her to explain it, and she started blaming you. So she says, oh no, that was something Adam sent.
Mm.
Why would Adam do this?
Right.
Like, Jesus. She started blaming Adam, Brandon, who is Melanie's husband. We'll talk about him on the next one, for perpetuating the scheme against her. Just more of her paranoia. She will not explain it. I'm going to send it to Chad Daybell's wife.
Oh, shit.
Her name is Tammy, and I found her email address on their website. I've got her cell number too.
He just signed his death warrant at that point.
Uh-huh. Yeah. 11 days later, he's dead. Sounds very suspicious to me. What do you think? Blah, blah, blah. So 2 weeks later, after sending this, Charles was shot and killed by Alex. Here's how this went down. Lori had just moved into this house because they were still separated, right?
Okay.
And there was some sort of child exchange thing going on. I think
Right.
JJ was at school, but Tylee was there, right?
Okay.
So was Alex. Alex had spent the night. Now, there's no furniture in this place. When you see like the cops' body cams, like,
Yeah.
it's just an empty place. It's weird because they're still moving in apparently. So here's the story they told the cops. Alex had stayed the night with them. Charles showed up and there was some sort of fight. Tylee stepped in between Charles and Lori, fearing that Charles was going to hurt her, which by all accounts, this is not Charles's personality.
Right.
But okay, fine. She ran to the bedroom to get a bat. Alex ran and got a gun he always carries. They claim that Charles took the bat from Tylee and actually hit Alex on the back of the head with it. And Alex said that he shot Charles in the chest in self-defense. He said he was like pushed him away and he was charging back at him. Okay, fine. And you can see him in the video like he's dabbing this little cut on the back of his head. The cops say at the time, they're like, this is one of the weirdest crime scenes I've ever seen in my life. First of all, it doesn't look like he's actually been hit.
Right.
Because his own sister probably hit him in the head.
I don't think she even hit him. I think they just nicked him. And that was it.
Yeah.
Right? There's the body cam footage is kind of creepy because she's standing out in front of the house and they're asking her questions and she's just kind of like in her sunglasses and he's
Like, how long is this going to take?
right. And the cop's like, so you just moved in? She's like, yeah, we just moved in. It's like, hi neighbors, here we are. Sorry for the murder. Like, or sorry for the shooting. And she's like
Right.
making giggly jokes about it. And
Oh,
he just died. Like
wow.
literally just died. And the cops, like when they drove them, I think they were driving them back from the police station back home.
Mhm.
They were like, it was the weirdest car ride. They were almost like nonchalant and kind of like giddy. And I'm thinking, yeah, she just got away with it. And
Yeah.
she knows it.
Yeah.
She knows he's dead. Plus, she
Yeah.
doesn't know that she's not the recipient of the life insurance yet. So she thinks she's a millionaire.
A millionaire.
She ain't.
Nice.
She ain't at all. Right?
Yep.
So to wrap up this episode, she lies for some reason to Colby about how he died. She tells Colby that he had a heart attack. And Colby runs over to the house to comfort them. And then he
Finds blood everywhere.
well, he talks to Tylee, and Tylee's telling him how awful it was, and he's like, "What are you talking
Right.
about?" And he's immediately skeeved out. Like he feels like something is wrong, and I need to get the fuck out of here. And
Right.
he books it out. And get this bitch actually texts his older children saying he died.
Sends a text message.
And then doesn't answer any of their questions. They're like, what the fuck are you talking about? Won't answer their calls, won't answer their texts, won't have a funeral service, nothing. And also, I think she also told the kids he had a heart attack. And it was like, wait a minute.
So she probably accidentally told her son that he had a heart attack when she meant to tell his.
More than likely.
Yeah.
So, I mean, she's just, and then I think she posted on Facebook a few days later, like, I've got all these kids and no life insurance. Thanks a lot. Like, who gets it? His sister. I'm like,
Good.
Yeah.
Good. She didn't go to your crazy ass.
Because the kids wouldn't have had it anyway.
Right. Yeah.
Exactly. So, I think that's a good place to stop it. We can do the rest on Wednesday night. We will finish up this saga of these fucking crazy bonkers ass people on
Cuckoo.
Wednesday. So until next time, I'm Lara Mack.
I'm Jessica James.
And I'm the Tess.
Love your faces.
Keep it sane.
And I got nothing.
There you go.
Hey, parent peeps. Thanks for checking out part 2 of our Lori Vallow series. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next episodes. And make sure to check out our sister show, Q is in Cucumber, hosted by me and Tanya Edwards, where we talk about the crazy world of customer service. If you enjoyed our show, please make sure to rate, comment, and share where you can. Love your faces.